What is good, y'all? It's your boy Ty back here with another video. And in this video today, we are going to be talking about the best ways to make MT, and also kind of the best strategies when you have MT, and kind of some different things to look at to really make yourself a MyTEAM millionaire. As you guys can see, I have a million MT, haven't spent $1 on this game. Obviously, I have a very solid team to go along with it. Now, if I sold every one of my players, I would have over 2 million MT. So I'm going to kind of go over all of that today, explain how to get so much MT in the game. Now, disclaimer before I go any further, there's not one specific way to make MT. There's multiple different ways, but you got to find out which way suits you the best. And I'm going to be going over basically all of those things today. But if you are new to the channel and have not yet, please smash the subscribe button as we're on the road to 35,000 subscribers. So one of the first things I'm going to go over today is Triple Threat Online makes you a decent amount of MT. And when I say decent, if you don't lose a game in an hour, you can make probably 10,000 MT. And over the course of, a day, let's say you do an 8-hour day, that's 80,000 MT, which isn't a terrible strategy. But for me personally, this isn't the best strategy. I incorporate this in my total MT strategy. Like, I do a lot of different things to make MT. Triple Threat Online's a decent portion of it, but the majority of the reason I play Triple Threat Online is for tokens. It's not for MT. And here you can see the prizes. I mean, even at the top tier, you get 1,000 MT is the best thing you can get. Obviously, packs help along the way. Contracts help immensely. But the big thing here is tokens, as you guys can see. Now, the wheels do help with MT as well. And so Triple Threat Online is a decent way to make MT. Is it the best way? Probably not. But it is a very solid method. Now, another method a lot of people do, again, to just grind, not necessarily MT, but grind tokens, grind for obviously Diamond Victory TyDeBo, is Triple Threat Offline. And if I'm going to give you guys all of my tips and tricks in this kind of MT video, it starts with playing both of those modes. Triple Threat Online, I think, obviously I prefer playing on the old gen, so the old Xbox or the old PlayStation, so you can run back cuts. Honestly, especially in all the offline modes like Triple Threat Offline, you're gonna want to go back to current gen to play the mode. I personally would rather play Triple Threat Online on next gen. I wouldn't make as much MT, but I find it more enjoyable. But if you're just strictly trying to do it for the MT, Triple Threat Online on old gen, on the old game, is probably easier to do just because the back cuts are in the game. I feel like it's easier to score. Plus, the majority of people, especially if they play competitive MyTEAM, probably the skill on next gen compared to current gen, you're more likely to run into a sweat on next gen, at least in what I've noticed. But a lot of the people who play Triple Threat Online either way are just trying to get challenges done. So what I oftentimes do, let them get their challenges done. Most of the times they'll let you score, and obviously you need to get the win if you want to maximize your MT. So Triple Threat Online, Triple Threat Offline, obviously I would never recommend Triple Threat Offline strictly for MT. That's not a very good strategy. Triple Threat Offline, Domination are never good strategies. Now, another thing, MyTEAM Unlimited is very underrated with the MT you get out of this. Now, through the pink diamond tier, just the amethyst diamond and pink diamond award packs, you're looking at a lot of MT. Diamond contracts, diamond shoes, amethyst players. It's just absolutely incredible. Plus, you get a Hall of Fame badge, and I think it's very underrated. Do I think it's worth it to grind, 56 games if you don't lose to get to the pink diamond tier? Probably not for the majority of people, but for me, it's definitely worth it, and I'll continue to do it every single season. It definitely helps with MT. I'm not going to sit here and say you're going to make a million MT by getting 56 wins, and so that's the thing. You got to compare it kind of timely to that Triple Threat Online. I don't think it's necessarily worth it, but it's another great strategy to make MT. It's obviously right now the kind of where I'm at so far and what I've gone over. Triple Threat Online is obviously the best method. MyTEAM Unlimited is the second best, and then MyTEAM Limited honestly is probably the third best if you don't lose any game. But the thing is, you gotta always account for contracts too. MyTEAM Unlimited and MyTEAM Limited contracts are just absolute killers. The final thing that I'm going to talk about today, I'm gonna spend the majority of time of the time in this video talking about it, is the auction house. The auction house is the single best way to make MT currency, and it's not even close. There's so many different things that you can do. For example, cheapest badge, let's see what it goes for right now. Simply sitting on a badge filter can make you a lot of MT. Cheapest one goes for 900. If I sit on this badge filter right now, I probably won't see anything in 5 minutes. But let's say somebody puts a range extender up for 800 MT. You might be the only one on this filter, and there you go, bang, make 10, 20, 30K just off of that one snipe. Now, is this one of the filters I use? No, this is not one of my main filters, but you just have to get creative with your own filter. There's many different filters. I'll show you guys kind of another one that I used a lot when the packs were out. So when these possessed packs were out, there was Donovan Mitchell and Jimmy Butler, both very, very expensive amethysts for the time. So tomorrow or tonight, when we get NBA draft packs, if there's certain amethysts that go for a certain amount, this is a filter I love. So let's say amethyst, let's say NBA draft packs, but I did possessed packs, okay? So we'll just go to possessed, and then obviously they're cheaper now. I think I set my filter at 20K a while ago, but they might, or I think it was 30K to start with, and then obviously later on it was cheaper. But obviously I said with this I wouldn't use it anymore, but you set it probably 2,000, 3,000 below what the cheapest one's going for, and then you just sit here and snipe anything you see. The biggest thing is get creative with your own filter. If you want, you can sit on the silver filter, see what the cheapest silver is. Obviously, silvers aren't really going for much right now, but anything below 700, somebody puts it up, probably a snipe every single time. Now, I don't know if Austin Rivers definitely is a snipe. I'll take it because I know I can flip this Austin Rivers at least for something. So that's just something you can look into, is some of these different filters. Obviously, there's a 500 filter for anything that gets put up for 500 that you can snipe. There's just plenty of different filters. Now, I'm not going to expose my top filters for you guys because I obviously need them for myself. And if I give you guys my filters, then you guys would be competing with me. And that just wouldn't make sense. But what does make sense is you guys to just go through, spend 20 minutes on the auction house, see what filter works for you. The different filters are the ones that you're gonna find. You're just gonna have to experiment. Even if you want to go snipe, let's say contracts. If you want to, contracts are another thing that you can snipe, especially when packs are out. People are going to be putting contracts up for 250, and so you sit on this contract for 250 filter, and you're gonna rack up the contracts. Whether it's badges, whether it's coaches, whatever it is, there's just so much you can do with the auction house. That Austin Rivers had been up for 3 minutes, and I guarantee that I can make at least 150 MT profit off of that one card. I guarantee it, because I guarantee that Austin Rivers I can sell eventually for 950, maybe even 900. Maybe if I make 100 off of it, it might not be insane, but it's enough to really make it worth it. Like this says, 950. So I guarantee if I put this Austin Rivers up for 900, the odds of it selling are very, very high. Like this Austin Rivers I put up earlier was the cheapest one for 1750. Obviously now he is cheaper, and so we put him up for 900. If he sells, that's an easy 1K profit. And that I was on that filter for a minute, okay? So you gotta realize that most of the filters I use aren't super expensive filters, aren't the pink diamonds, aren't the diamond filters. I snipe budget cards, whether it's silvers, whether it's even amethyst, not for 100K, just cheaper kind of budget players that a lot of times people put up because they don't really care about maximizing the MT. Where I'm over here, if you don't care about maximizing the MT, I will. I'll take advantage of it every single time. A lot of times people are just too lazy. For silvers, a lot of people don't think they go for anything. We'll just put them up for 500 and bang, you get a big snipe right there. And the thing that I've always said to myself is a big snipe for me isn't a big snipe for other people. Other people's big snipes are gonna sell for 100K each, but for me, I'm not that patient, and so I need to see stuff on the auction house, whether it's badges, whether it's silvers, whether it's coaches, whether it's emeralds. You just gotta find the filter for you and get creative with it. Spend some time. That's what I had to do when I first started. I'm not gonna obviously show you guys any of my filters, but when you first get started in trying to maximize your MT, get creative. That's the biggest thing I can tell you. You don't have to be the smartest dude in the world to find out a filter that works for you. But the one thing I will say is the less competitive the filter is, the more success you will have with it, okay? So for example, that silver filter, even that Austin Rivers for 700, that was up for 3 minutes. Nobody wanted to snipe it. I'll snipe it every single time. Even if I could sell that Austin Rivers for 800 MT, I'm still making a little bit of profit. Now, is that 30 MT after taxes worth it? No, but it is still, it's super, super important to kind of know your boundaries, know what you're looking for, and get creative with it. Because because by far I've made 75% of my MT on the auction house this year. Now, obviously, unlimited, triple threat online, other stuff has helped me with it, but the majority of my MT strictly has come from the auction house. If you want to snipe Ruby players for 800 MT, do it. If you want to snipe whatever it is, do it. Just find that filter that works for you and that you can have success with. You guys might be asking, okay, so you didn't explain how to get MT. Okay, what I'm going to tell you is this. The auction house is by far the best method to make MT. What I do is combo this up with triple threat online, which helps with MT and tokens, and those are my main two methods to specifically grind tokens, grind MT. Obviously, if you're looking at XP, the best thing I can tell you to do is play play everything on current gen. It's gonna help with XP. It's gonna help getting through the mode faster, which is going to end up helping with MT. If I'm you guys and I'm grinding for Blake Griffin still, do it all on current gen. It's going to be so much easier for you guys to do. And even if you get through it 10 minutes earlier, that extra 10 minutes can help you sit on the silver filter for a certain amount of time. Trey Burke, I think he might go for something. So we'll see. We'll see if Trey Burke goes for something. I think I at least can get 950 out of him. Trey Burke, bang, 39.50. Now, is he for sure going to sell for that? No. He's not. He might not sell for that, but that's the cheapest up right now. So I'm going to put mine up for 34, 500 cheaper and hope he sells. And if he sells for this, bang, right there, guys, you're going to see at least a 2,000 MT profit just on that one flip. So just go through filters, find which ones work for you, and that's how you're going to be an MT millionaire. Comment down below, what is your best method of making MT? Because as you guys can see, there's so many different methods. There's so many different methods to make an MT. My best two methods I can give you is playing triple threat online and comboing that up with your auctions. Obviously, my main goal when I play is to have my auctions most of the time filled up. Now, when I stream it gets a little difficult, but try to always have your auctions filled up and then combo that up playing triple threat online, guys. Hope you guys did enjoy it. Drop a like on the video, subscribe if you are new, and as always, man, I love you guys and have a blessed day.